Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dicing with Death.
So, Michelle will return.
Mm-hmm.
I think late that evening, not like in the middle of the night, but she probably
In the
plays
evening.
the Golden Goose, through the evening. So 9 or 10 or whatever, finishes her set and comes back. And I think she's in a fine mood, right? She did what bards do and rocked out in the tavern all evening.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she's like, so why'd you pay those kids to follow Mace's workmen?
Is
And
that
I guess
who they were?
what she will have realized that went way past Qualm. So for her, this was like, dude, what are you wasting your silver on? But so she'll report this information back.
And where are these workmen right now?
I don't know. Probably
didn't the children tell you where
shacks they live in?
Didn't the children tell you where the workmen were being?
Yeah, so the children will have reported to Qualnir to Michelle, where these guys went, and she'll be like, "Oh, that's one of Mace's warehouses in the old quarter or something like that." And she'll be like, "Why?" And she'll be like, "Why is Qualnir paying? Why are you paying these kids silver to?"
Well, you were supposed to relay that information to me the moment you got it, so that I could go talk to these workmen.
Excuse me, I was I don't know. She ain't taking your shit. She's send the bard to the tavern to gather rumors and relay messages, and that's
well, I think I need to find someone who is less talented than Michelle to be my message relayer. And someone that I can talk back to and down to, because Michelle's too valuable for me to admonish so directly over such a small thing. Mm-hmm.
So do you let her in on any of your scheming? She's like, "What are you?"
Absolutely, yeah. I tell her everything. I tell her all the plans. So I need these workmen. I need to know where these workmen are. That was the whole point of having the kids follow them, so I could go talk to them when they were off work. But if they've all gone home now, then it's not very useful for me to know who they work for, because I can't find them in a private setting to chat with them.
I mean, we can figure out who these chaps were. Why? I mean,
that's all right, Michelle. It's okay. You didn't know.
I mean, they work for Mace. Chances are you may see them around here.
Perhaps. This is what we're gonna do then tomorrow. Tomorrow you will be sitting outside playing some music, and if you see either of these chaps, the short, stout, dwarf-looking dude and the other human that works with him, you're gonna wave them over for a chat and bring them on inside to the parlor, where I will have a conversation with them. Yes, bring them inside all the way into the parlor.
You want me to invite these ruffians into... She shrugs. All right.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Good henchman. Okay.
What is Qualnir doing?
Well, it's late, and he's grumpy because his plans didn't go according to plan. It's okay. They'll work in the end, but, he's grumpy. So he's going to pace for a while, and then go to bed.
All right.
Yep.
Skip another day.
Skip a day. So I'll be hanging out in the parlor with some, there are beverages around, and I will have Mbop looking out the front window towards the area where Michelle is hanging out. So Mbop can be like in the shop or in the servant. In the shop.
Okay, your parlor is past the shop.
Right.
Okay, so you're hanging out in the parlor.
I'll hang out in the parlor. Mbop can hang out in the shop and watch outside to keep an eye on Michelle while Michelle's outside, waiting to flag down these workmen. And then when Michelle flags down the workmen, Mbop is going to run back into the parlor and tell me that, it's going down. And that way I can be prepared for them to walk in the door a few minutes later. That's the plan.
Okay, so she hangs out on your stoop. Do you have a stoop? What's right in front of your house?
I think it's just not pavement. It's like sandstone blocks. I think she's probably out there with in a chair, in a parasol, doing her thing, playing music and whistling.
It's like a hard pack. So, I mean, yeah, it's like sandstone. It's not like blowy sand that gets everywhere.
Right.
But there's sections of earth, and there people plant things and stuff.
That's fine. That's good. Maybe we'll plant
parasol,
her a tree to sit under. Yeah, well, it's sunny out. She's got delicate, fair skin. We don't want her skin getting all messed up.
All right, cool. So she'll wait around. So some people, I think no one comes to the warehouse that day. How long are you prepared to wait?
Qualnir, in his haste, thinks it's going to happen today, so he just spends the whole day waiting in the parlor, probably drinking all day long, accidentally, without really realizing it. So he's a little drunk.
Yeah, at some point, Michelle may suggest that, she could go track down Mace and figure out who these guys are.
No. We don't want to involve Mace.
Trying to go behind his back?
Yeah, I don't know if I can trust Mace or not. I'm not involving him directly in our affairs. He could be a lawful citizen who will want nothing to do with our plans, or he might be a scoundrel who will try and interfere with them. I want to subvert Mace, go directly to his people. Maybe we'll get to Mace eventually, but I'm not ready to jump to the top of the ladder yet. Start at the base, work our way up. Did she have something she wanted to?
No. You can skip another day if you want. It's not, time is irrelevant here.
All right.
Not exactly. But you're at full HP, and I don't have any countdown timers going or till the demon invasion or anything.
Wonderful. Yeah, we'll just kind of kill a few days trying to get a hold of some of these workmen. Although it's frustrating Qualnir that things are passing so slowly. He's not a very good elf.
Yeah. So if you wait another day, in fact, those same two guys, it looks like they operate this cart for Mace, right? They pull up to the warehouse next door. Sure enough. And I guess you're waiting in the parlor, right?
I'm in the parlor, yeah.
Yeah. But Bates will come in and be like, Master Qualnir, Michelle
Bates
has gathered the attention of two chaps. And 30 seconds later or whatever.
Go make yourself disappear, Bates. Disappear.
He slips into some secret door in some wall somewhere and disappears.
It's just like hiding in the closet.
Quarter, but it's like through the kitchen, right? There's no way. There's only one way in and into the parlor, right? Unless he hides in the guest room.
He can hide in the guest room or a library or something. Yeah. Can go out a window. I don't give a shit.
I like the idea of that. He backs away stealthily into the library and climbs out the window and back his quarters from the front.
Oh, Batesy. Wonderful.
And yeah, Michelle will come in. I don't like smooth talking these. I guess you ought to roll a charisma check.
Gentlemen.
Not you, Michelle. She already pat. What did she pat? That was a previous check. Keep the checks rolling.
Oh my God, Michelle! It's so hard for you to fail, but you did.
The 1-1. Maybe I think she didn't prepare them to see you waiting in this chair, and they're sort of startled, and then they're like, "What's this all about?" And they look to you. Let's just keep charisma checks all day. That's how you play Dungeons and Dragons, right? Roll one for Qualnir.
All right, I give Michelle a wave and say, "Thank you, dear." Oops, that was supposed to be a Qualnir check. It's rolled as Qualnir stats, but just had the Michelle tag.
Changing.
Yeah. Thank you, Michelle. And I wave her way.
Yeah, what's this about? And the two guy, I think they recognize you, or at least their
I know something's up.
Senses are something's not right. Are you like decked out in your gear?
I'm dressed in my nice, beautiful elven clothing.
Do you wear your chain, your elven chain
under
at all
the
times?
silks? Yeah, definitely. I ain't no fool.
Good. But you've got like blood letters at your side at all times, right?
Definitely. Yep.
Is Rat Cleaver hanging off of your?
No. But I do have blood letter at my side, and there's a short.
There's no
sword.
more Rat Cleaver emo. What?
It's temporarily gone. It'll be
temporarily
back.
Tree.
It's temporarily been turned into a tree. Yes.
So good. Yeah.
Gentlemen, have a seat, please.
You gesture to some chairs, and they sort of walk in, hat in hand. And what's this about?
Aimbop, would you bring pour these gentlemen some drinks, please?
Where is Aimbop? Aimbop is waiting nearby to serve drinks, or
yeah, he's probably like somewhere else in the house. I just like call through the house, shouting for Aimbop to come. Gentlemen, my name is Qualnir. And I have been... I'm a little worried about you. How does Mr. Mace treat you? I feel like I've seen him overworking and underpaying you quite a bit. Is that the case?
Boss pays all right.
How much is all right? Because, that's a fairly subjective stance.
Yeah.
You each make 10% of every job that you do, right?
They sort of look to each other. No, is that standard?
You don't make a percentage of your work?
Of course these guys don't.
Is he just paying you like hourly wages? Buddies.
Weekly, they
guys. Look, I am in the business of knowing things and needing to know things, and I can always use some other people who I've only got the two eyes. I can only be in so many places at once. It would be really helpful for me if I had some hardworking, reliable folks that could help be my eyes and ears around the area. And it seems like you're not getting your fair share of pay by Mace. So why don't we help each other out here? You can let me know what's going on around town, and I can make sure that you have enough, not just to feed and clothe your family, but to really give your children a better life than you had.
They're suspicious here, but you may have convinced them.
I will withdraw 20 gold from my pouch, split it into 2 piles, and slide 1 pile of 10 across to each of the gentlemen.
Do you have a table suddenly in front of you?
Or it's like a parlor. There's always a table somewhere in a parlor, So
you stand up, and you just got a sack with gold coins in it hanging off your waist.
Yep.
And you count out 20 gold, split it in 2.
Set 10 on. Maybe there's like a table between them where they can set their drinks, and I'll put 10 on each side of that.
Yeah. The stout one stands up. And what's this for? Are we to looks to his companion, come see you, report to you here?
I shake my head. No, not quite yet. Although, well, what I'm looking for is the movement of valuables of note. Large, well, preferably small shipments or of prized items. Nothing too small. How should I say? You move a lot of things for Mace and a lot of people around here. I saw you all moving that Shizmoy or whatever it's called down over in the library quarter. Yes, the day before yesterday. And that's the sort of.
You were watching us?
I just happened to walk by, actually. I just happened to walk by and saw some hard-working men out in the sun, sweating your balls off, trying to make a living. And I thought, these guys, they go into these houses, they do all this hard work, they are surrounded by the wealth of people and with no hope to ever match it. Why don't we even the odds here? I'm happy to give you a percentage of anything that comes my way if you're involved in helping it come my way. You move a chair and a couch into a house and see that they have golden silverware or silverware lying about. You come let me know with a layout of the house as much as you can memorize it. And when I acquire those things, I sell them off and give you each 10% of the take.
Look, I don't speak no fancy talk, but gold's the color of your coin. We can let you know what Mace is bringing in, but this can't come back to us, anonymous like.
No.
Right? We can't be seen here.
Hopefully, you will never enter this building again. I will have a contact at the Golden Goose that you will stop by and deliver your little bits of information to. Do you know the Golden Goose down on the main street?
They shrug. Sure, yeah.
Excellent. Did Mbop ever come in?
Yeah, sure. I think he would have come and left. You maybe didn't notice.
Perfect. Yeah, that's great.
He left a tray of drinks on the table.
The gentleman that came in earlier to serve you your drinks, he will be the one. I think
it's left unattended or whatever. Like off to the side of the table, there's like a platter with. It's like sweet tea or something like that.
Sure, I'll go over and bring them each a sweet tea and mention, like, kind of wave towards the door. This fellow that came in earlier, his name is Mbop. You'll find him at the Golden Goose all day, every day, and he will be your point of contact.
Who's gonna serve you your drinks then?
Well, I'm gonna start Mbop off at the Golden Goose and recruit someone to replace him, and then Mbop can come back and serve me. But as a stopgap, I'm just gonna set him up with some money and a tab over there, and let him just live at the Golden Goose during the day. Basically,
how is Mbop equipped? What is he wearing?
I don't know what he's wearing yet. We might have to buy him some new clothes.
Hey, he's wearing whatever. Did Michelle pick out his outfit for him? Is that what happened?
Probably, because I think when we rescued him from slavery, he wasn't
a slave. He was wasn't he some? What was? Oh, he was a.
There were a bunch of slaves being transported over in Sintaron, right?
Yeah, or upriver and like the murder jungle. Yeah, there was some. Yeah,
there was some sketchy shit going over there. Maybe he was just I don't remember the specifics, but he was not in a good condition. We brought him out of a shitty condition and made him work for us. Yeah.
So you bought him poofy, I don't know, servant attire that he looks awkward and uncomfortable in.
Yeah. Big blue poofy shirt. Something like that.
All right. Sure. I think without drinking the tea, unless you make it a thing, they
I just place it next
to them. Gather up they'll like awkwardly be holding these drinks that were like, handed to them, and gather up the gold and set the drinks down, and probably leave in a hurry if you let them.
No, I'm going to make it a little bit more awkward for them. I will insist on shaking each of their hands and looking deeply into their eyes as I do so, kind of trying to suss out if there's anything
have to,
going
like, set
on.
the drinks down to shake your hand and.
Good.
Let's have you roll one last check, I guess, to see how this goes. Or maybe I'll. Do you want me to roll in secret, or do you want to?
My charisma check is plus 10. Why don't you do what you need to do in secret? Don't.
Yeah, let's do that. So find out now whether these guys will betray you or not.
Oh, God.
All right.
Okay.
So Mace's men take up the 10 gold pieces apiece. You've given them and hastily make their leave out of your house.
Then I'll go talk to Imbop and tell him of his new position for a little while, at least. Imbop, my friend, you, dressed in your nice fancy clothing, are basically going to go live at the Golden Goose for a little while. You can, of course, stay here in your quarters, but you're going to be parked up there during the day. Don't get yourself drunk. I need you sharp and alert. Hang out. People may show up with a message for you. When they do, you need to relay it to me as quickly as possible with all the relevant information.
All right. And Imbop does not have money of his own. So I don't know how you... So
I'm going to pay him. I will give him... I'll walk with him to the Golden Goose. I'm going to set up a tab for him there. I want to get to know the proprietor a little bit. If we're going to be operating out of that place, it might be good to know what's going on there. So right now, I'll just walk with him to the Golden Goose. We'll go together.
All right, fair enough. Shall we switch up the creepy music and find a tavern?
Sure. This is a new tavern track from Tabletop Audio. It's called the Bog Standard. Actually has no music, it's just chatter in the background.
The Bog Standard? We ain't no bog, but
yeah.
We can go to this dank bar over here, the Golden Goose, and check it out. You can find its proprietor, Marge.
Marge. Oh, perfect.
And sit down. It's a bustling tavern. They serve food as well and have some rooms upstairs. It's a little off the main street, connecting the gates to the ocean quarter.
Perfect.
But yeah.
So I'll walk on in with Imbop next to me and go up to the bar and kind of tap and get Marge's attention whenever she's got a moment. Hello. I'm Qualnir. This is my man Bates. No, I'm sorry, Imbop. Imbop, say hello.
Hello, ma'am. He inclined his head. What can I get you boys?
Well, we'd like to open a tab here for Imbop, and I will be happy to start the tab off. Well paid, I say, as I drop 2 platinum coins on the table and slide them over to her.
She takes a look at them. Probably first glance thinking they're silver, and then like doing a double take 'cause they're smaller, and picks them up and looks at these little platinum bits, and then I think it's like within a couple seconds she's like, oh shit, this is platinum, and like sweeps it off the bar. You elves are a queer lot.
Well, they don't call me Qualnir for nothing. It's Elven for the queer one.
Qualnir. Yeah, I know you.
Splendid.
What do you need? And I think she like goes to fetch a nice bottle of wine or something.
Sure.
And,
I'll
like,
lean
yeah.
heavily across the bar, and as she's pouring the drinks, say, Imbop here is going to be making a thing of patronizing your establishment. He's a good worker of mine, good friend of mine, and I just want to make sure that whatever he needs can be provided. I'm happy to pay for things up front, and if he runs a tab, you just let me know, or he'll let me know, and we'll make it happen. We'll sort it all out.
She like pours 2 glasses of wine, one
Sure.
for you and one for Imbop. So your friend needs a room.
No, just during the day to socialize with customers coming in and out, and he won't cause any trouble, and hopefully no trouble will come to find him. And I think somewhere in here, I want to use a little bit of Thieves' Cant to see if she's picking anything up. Maybe I use an odd word for trouble. Maybe,
Yeah. No, Marge is not a thief.
Okay. There's no...
Just
No. Oh.
just the yeah. So she doesn't react to your. I mean, you're kind of talking circles around her, anyways. The implications are, I don't know.
Not quite.
It's an odd
hitting
thing,
her.
and not every day an elf walks into your bar and hands you platinum pieces to put their friend up. But she's heard odder tales about you, undoubtedly. So
Yeah. And
take
Marge,
your
if you should hear of anyone asking around here about myself or Mr. Imbop, I hope you would use discretion in anything you might have to say about either of us, and let me know if people are asking around about us. I feel like that's something that one friendly person, I say as I draw another platinum from my pocket, would do for another friendly person. You know? Discretion and a heads up.
Sure thing. I hope you won't. She like stops as if to like think about. Yeah, as if she think whether she should say this or not. She's like, you won't be bringing any trouble around my.
No, ma'am.
Can't afford to rebuild this place if you.
No, I will be bringing no trouble your way. My friend Imbop simply... He's been working very hard, and he needs a place to rest up for a few weeks or months. You know, good company, good food, good drink, but not too much to drink. Imbop.
Yeah. All right. She'll awkwardly take her leave to go serve some other customer. Leave you with this open bottle of wine in front of you at the bar, I guess.
Excellent. I'll
some orders up in the kitchen or whatever, and she goes to, yeah.
I'll clink glasses with Imbop. Have the wine, hand him the bottle, and well, I'll ask him where he wants his table to be, because I want to know where he's going to be like stationed in the Golden Goose, and I'll ask him to make sure he keeps a regular spot, or as near to a regular spot as possible.
All right, where do you want to pick a table? Near the door, near the back, under the stairs?
Preferably somewhere with a sight of the room that is near an emergency exit. I don't know the layout of the Golden Goose, so if there's a place near the kitchen, because I would assume the kitchen's got a separate exit door that can face the center of the room, and preferably face the front door too. I don't know if that's too tall of an order to request though.
There's like an odd pillar, like blocking the middle of the room, some sort of support structure for the second story. But there is an open booth right next to the kitchen, and I think Imbop would love that seat.
There you go, Imbop.
So he sits down, takes his glass with him, I guess.
And the bottle, too.
And the bottle.
Oh, yeah. I'll just bring the glass and the bottle
I
over.
guess he sets up. Is this his new day job?
This is his day job, is
Sits
hanging
here and
out.
hangs out next to the kitchen at the Golden Goose. Yeah, it's super awkward. I think he mostly just sits there, by himself. Gets meals intermittently, and
Now,
the staff of the Golden. Oh, you're not taking off.
No, I was going to say a few words to him before I go.
Sure.
Now, Mbop, this will be a good opportunity for you to adjust to life here in Solstice. Feel free to make friends, but if someone comes looking to you, you can dismiss your friends quickly. Do you understand your responsibilities here?
He shrugs. Eat, drink. Wait, take messages for Master.
Mm-hmm. And if anyone comes asking you who I am or where I live, what do you tell them?
Master Qualnir?
No.
Live in north.
No,
west?
Mbop, no. You say, I don't know what you're talking about, or I've never heard of this person before, or this doesn't look like anything to me.
All right. Mbop's pretty pleased with this gig. I think he's a portly man. He was fat when you. I think he was a cook slave or something like that.
Yes.
And yeah. So I think he's happy to sit next to the kitchen door, eat his fill.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. It's mostly not talk to anyone, but occasionally, what's the idea? Occasionally, one of these workmen or whatever would stop by to deliver a message. Is that the expectation? How long do you want to leave this going for? Indefinitely?
Indefinitely. At some point, I'm going to replace Mbop because I want him to work for me. And I need a servant for my house, and he's great. I love Mbop. So at some point, I'm going to want to replace him with somebody else who can sit and hang out here, or maybe like a pair of people that can sit and hang out here.
We'll see if any trouble does come. Marge feels about this arrangement, but for now, you've got Mbop a tab at the Golden Goose, and he'll sit there next to the kitchen, staying fat.
Excellent.
And with any luck, in a couple of days, maybe you'll hear get some words from Mace's workmen.
Yeah, that's the plan.
What's Qualnir gonna do in the meantime?
Well, in the meantime, I need to gather some more informants. That's the plan, is to start finding other people that can do the work of those two gentlemen whose names I did not get, whose names I meant to get but totally forgot about. And I need to go find the big, little, and ugly kids again, and give them an extra silver for their job well done, and let them know that they can find that Mbop is now the person to talk to.
All right, so you head out towards the front gate of town.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so you make your way out to the marble road, I guess, that divides the town into quarters, and strut your way towards the front gates.
Excellent. So I want to go look
undisturbed on your way there, unless you want to do anything.
Nope. I'm just looking for the kids playing Dota.
Yeah, you head back to that same alley and find riffraff hanging about. You spot two of the three boys from the other day.
Which one's missing?
The halfling.
All right.
I don't think we gave any of them names, did we?
No.
But you got the tall one and the big-eared one.
Good. I'll point to those two and shoo
the tall
everyone
one's
away.
he's got a bruise on his eye still, I think, from when you abused this poor child.
I will go over and shoo the other kids away and pull those two aside and be like, "You guys did good work. Good job. I'm proud of you. I'll take a look at the big one with the shiner on his face and take a moment of like
away.
looking at it and be like, hey, pat him on the shoulder. No hard feelings.
He flinches at your touch.
I'll hand each of them another silver coin and be like, you guys done good work. Do you have steady pay? Steady job?
Not so steady, but sure.
I'm looking for runners, people like you that I can trust and that are looking for steady pay, frequent pay. I can give you a few silver a week if you can run messages around for me, deliver them from this person to that person, or keep an eye on someone for me, that sort of thing.
I'm fast, says the ugly one.
That you are.
The bruised boy is silent, but he'll take your silver. You want them to head to the Golden Goose again? Is that the
No, yeah, and generally speaking, I don't have any jobs for them right now. I just want to like foster this relationship. And you know, need to check in with them from time to time so that we can continue to be working together and they don't get subverted or forget what's going on here.
Sure. So you're giving them silver now? Is that the?
Yeah, I think I had mentioned to them that I was going to pay them extra silver. I at least I intended to mention to them that I was going to pay them silver upon delivery of their message to Michelle, but it got complicated.
Yeah.
So
they're trying to figure out what you're paying. So what do you want us? What do you want us to do? Says the little one. As you pull out the money. Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't have any work for you today, but I will come back for you. I'll have some work for you then. It'll probably just be keeping an eye on somebody for me, or quickly delivering a message from one side of town to another. You guys know all the little alleyways around here, right? You're local. You can easily get to the Ocean Quarter from the New Quarter, right? You can make your way from behind the library all the way down to the southeastern corner of the Old Quarter quickly, right? What I'm looking for. Fast kids. Trustworthy kids. What's your name, big guy?
Marco.
And you, ugly feller? I mean, little guy?
The taller one steps forward. I guess emboldened a little bit. And this one, we call this one Stinky.
Stinky. Perfect.
On account of his big ears.
Yeah. I look to Marco. How old are you, Marco?
Old. I don't. Did do update?
God damn it, Windows! I've disabled system alerts. Why are you giving me no? Fucking son of! I will kill you, Windows. I will kill you.
Old enough to I don't know. He's an adolescent. Do these kids know their age? They're.
Well, I'm trying to discern if he is like full grown or still growing.
I think he's bigger than he's what, like 11, 12, but he.
Oh, okay, so he's still pretty young. Yeah, he's still real small. Okay. If he was like 15, 16, I might have like started to train him to be, like a.
No, none of these
some muscle for me to.
None of these kids are much older than that. They're like
okay.
Yeah,
they're kids. That's fine. We'll leave them.
Yeah, he just got. Yeah, I think he just got hit for the first time like yesterday.
Well, he's gonna get hit a lot more, so it's about time that he learns how to fight for himself. It's a hard life, kid. It's a hard life. All right. Well, what was that little halfling's name? The one with the dirty feet?
Hansel.
Hansel. Fucked up halfling name is that?
He's off. I don't know, on a job.
I hand Marco another silver coin and say, "You make sure this gets to Hansel, and you tell him everything I've told you. All right?"
They take your silver.
Good.
Qualnir's gonna get a reputation amongst these little street runners as a good tipper, at least.
Yeah.
And
I
what
think
next? Maybe yeah. Go ahead.
I think we should take a break. And
Yeah,
when we
that's
come
what I was
back,
gonna say.
I will have some plans. I think we're going to head down to the docks and start talking to dock hands about similar things. And we'll just continue setting up this Thieves Guild and then see how it runs. So we'll see you guys on the other
See
side.
you on the other side of the break. Stick around, guys. And yeah, if anyone pops into chat, tell them to hop on in. I don't think we've done anything interesting enough to need to avoid spoilers. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you're crashing in midstream, stick around. If anyone pops in the break, welcome them and smother them with trees, I guess. And
Smother them with trees. Yeah.
oh lordy,
See you guys soon.
see you on the other side.